Welcome back to Crusader Kings II. When we left off, what did we do exactly? Just did some house cleaning, right? Oh, I know what we did. We got Majesty level 4, which means we can finally invade Morrowind, make them our tributary. I want them to be autonomous. I want them to do what they want. All elves are free in the land of Elrang. Well, some of them anyway. So what that means is we're going to declare war on the Tribunal Temple and have them swear fealty to us. And we will also do the same on Alinor and Paradonia, and we'll have all of them swearing fealty to the one true elf god, Elrang. So we sort of need to plan out how we're going to attack Morrowind, because Morrowind is a bit of a mess to try and get to, given our current position. So the only way we can actually get to it is through Skyrim, or through this tiny little gap over here, which isn't ideal that we're going to be sending all of our troops through there. Now, how many troops do we have? 40,000. Is that including our retinues? It is. Now, they have 8,000, but of course they have 3 tributaries. It's 4,000, 5,000, and who's the last one? Is it you? 3,000. Now, what we do have to remember is that all of these, or at least most of these, are mages. So they could just summon 5,000 Dremora each out of nowhere. They could summon skeletons out of nowhere. The matriarch, Sailor the Mage, recently re-legalized Necromancy, which is primarily why we're going to war. But it also means we could be facing a big old army of skeletons if we're not careful. So I think we take some boats, and, or more importantly, we stick our retinues on boats. We send our retinues and drop them here in the inner sea, just south of Vardenfell itself. Then we'll move straight into Vivec with our battle mages. We'll send the rest of our troops on foot through, half through Skyrim, half through there, and we'll just carpet siege our way through. Now, because the Tribunal Temple is the top level, we need to slowly pick it apart elsewhere. We need to get a tributary state out of Morrowind first. This king of House Demavani. Actually might not be too difficult. So we're going to be at war with this guy. It's 5,400, but he will 100% call in the Tribunal Temple. He actually has quite an amount of land, doesn't he? And these, I imagine, are tribal vassals, so we're not... some of them are tribal vassals. So he could potentially have more troops than we are accounting for. He's not a mage or anything by the looks of it, so this guy in particular isn't going to be summoning many troops. Do you have any artifacts? Nothing in particular. So we can't see any factors that are going to contribute to us having difficulties with this. But what I am going to do... Shock horror. Let's quickly go back to the main menu, right? Let's make this as challenging as we can. We don't just want to roll in there and thrash them, right? So we are going to turn up the difficulty to very hard. So that's going to shit on our armies and make their armies much stronger. Also going to give them a massive reinforcement rate, and they're going to take way less attrition. Plus 50% morale of armies. Holy shit, that's pretty tricky, eh? Okay. We'll manage. Like I was saying, let's deal with Morrowind. On hard, very hard difficulty. Elrang cares not for your difficulties. It's established tributary state. So what's that going to do? That is going to... So we are greater than 100% of his realm size. Yep, we got Majesty level 4. Is there any other caster spell we have? No, just Imperial Conquest. We don't want to conquest that. Establish tributary state. Now he's going to be immediately calling in the temple, I imagine. They might not say yes, and I wouldn't blame them, because they're just going to get thwomped anyway. Because they're just going to look at our army levies and not take into account difficulty or anything. They're going to say, well, let's not join that war, because that seems pretty ridiculous. They may join on a religious perspective, because they do share the same religion. I imagine they're both Velothi. Yeah, they are. I don't think we'll see any interference from Indoril or Telvanni. So, let's get our retinues on boats. No, we don't want that many boats. How many boats can we get? 52? Sure, that's more or less close. So, Elrang will lead the actual main assault on Vivec. Where are the... oh my god, barely click on them. Alright, so 57, sure, why not? So let's sail straight up here, round Vardenfell. Then what we'll do with the rest is we'll call them all to the Imperial City. And we'll move out from there. We'll split them half and half, send half this way, half that way. We're already losing spells, apparently. How the hell are we doing that? Where did we lose that battle? Well, it's not in the battle log, so I can't imagine it was that important. So they actually did join them. It's quite a surprise. I don't think the other tribes or great houses in Morrowind will join them. I'm calling them tribes because there's basically nothing left, let's be honest. Okay, Elrang is well on his way at this stage. He's around the Argonian coast. The rest of the armies are slowly convening in Cyrodiil, in the Imperial Isle. Have we got other boats on the way? We do. They're slowly making their way to the city. Okay, great. Peasant revolt in Marla? Where? Sorry? Where is this? Welka? Where is Welka? Okay, sure. We can deal with that on the way. We're going to send an army through these mountains anyway. And obviously up through Skyrim, through... Oh, see, I thought that was Riften, but actually the borders are slightly different. That is actually Morrowind, through Silgrad. Okay, sure. Silgrad Tower. Now I'm hoping, if we knock out the Tribunal Temple with Elrang, then head to the capital of Morrowind, which is here. Because that's only one sea over, right? We could even walk there, but I'm not going to. We'll knock out Vivek. We'll knock out, what city is this? Dragonglade? With Elrang, and we'll leave the main body of Morrowind to the other troops. Even more peasants have joined the peasant role. Okay, that could be an issue. We need to deal with that first. How many boats have we got? Not a huge amount. And that's all of our troops, though, so not a big worry. Orgner is revoking stuff. We're losing sieges. So let's split this. We're going to split it again. We're going to put those guys on the boats to deal with the peasant revolt down here. So we're going to land those sort of around here. We'll put you guys... I assume they're both the same size. No, they're not. Okay, we'll remerge and split this. We've got two equal stacks. Two more or less equal stacks. Where are our commanders? Oh, God. Let's take a look. Are you all busy? You've got some pretty good commanders. Look at that. Wow. No? Are you all just leading troops? What about you guys? So, this is going to be the one dealing with the peasant revolt. So, I'm actually going to trust... Fell our son. We're going to trust our son to deal with the peasant revolt. Then we're going to send half the army up to Skyrim, like I said. The other half through the mountains. We do want to get some good commanders. That also needs balancing, because that is a mess. Elrang is leading the troops along with these guys, I assume. We want our best commanders hitting the Tribunal Temple, because we've only got 3,000 of them, so we could fall quite easily. Also got to remember, we're essentially at minus 75% morale. If we include the minus 25% we're losing, plus their extra 50%. It's not kind of equivalent, but that's sort of how we can treat it at face value. Okay, so he's got himself 37 and 40. So if we take you, we'll replace you with that one. We'll put the center on you, and we need to rebuff. Oh, shit. Okay, we're missing our right flank on that one. I really can't be bothered to restructure the armies to that extent. So we'll put our second best commander on there, and you can get this guy and this guy. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Arang needs two other commanders. Oops, shit, he was already leading troops, my mistake. Agehane and this guy. We should just take off the troops there. So you can get back on this one, and anybody at this stage, I don't really care. Here you go. 21, that's still incredible. Alright, lead on. So they've actually landed troops in the capital. It doesn't matter, because I imagine our holding there isn't going to be affected at all by them. And let's call in our various tribal vassals. Alright, Felufsamir has landed. Let's go and have him deal with this peasant revolt before it gets massively out of hand. I'm trusting him to do this. Alright, easy. How many casualties? Oh, that was the Battle of Eastwatch. We have a Battle of Eastwatch? Completely missed it. Not too bad. Lost 2,000 troops though. Holy shit, that's pretty significant. Right, it was here. I see. We do have a fair amount of troops. We're going to take a lot more losses now and turn the difficulty up, so we've got to be a bit more careful. They've hired some holy orders as well. 46%, that's fine. Let's move you to start sieging. The peasant revolt is over, so you can reinforce. In fact, we'll march you to the sort of duchy next door to it. Why not? Actually, no. Let's keep you defending Cyrodiil itself. So we're going to put him onto the boats. We're going to send him back to the city. He can hold the Imperial City itself. He's got more than enough marshal to do that, plus his traits as well. I mean, he's a really good leader. Let's put him in the city, chase those guys down. How are we doing over here? So we're sieging down the Tribunal Temple. We've almost finished our siege of that one. This one's going well. That one was finished quite quickly, actually. Yeah, once we finished here, sieging Vivek, we will move Elrang. Well, that was a hell of a lot of war score. Holy shit. We'll move Elrang into his capital now. And we took a Velothi Blade, sure. How many troops have we lost so far? We actually haven't lost any. Well, we've obviously lost some, but we haven't lost, an important decision though. Oh, we got scurvy, right. I was wondering what that event was. And his capital, fortunately, is very, very easy to break down. Necklace of swords. In fact, there was no war score to get there at all. Someone else just joined? Oh shit, who just joined? No? I could have sworn I saw the map change. Oh, never mind. Let's head back to the Tribunal Temple and finish sieging them down. Move you guys over. And we'll move you to that duchy there. We'll take as many duchies as we can to sort of speed things up. Alright, 67%. We stole someone's pet rabbit. Seems a bit unnecessary. We did get into a battle there, which I'm going to assume... Well, let's turn that speed down. I feel like we're missing out a lot of this important stuff. Well, siege finished, so we'll move you to here. And once you're done with that, we're going to move him up to Balfalis. Sure. Seydanin. Yeah, let's siege Seydanin. LTG Chaos Consolidating. Racist. Alright. Oh, our marshal is in cave. What happened? Oh, cancer and he's bedridden. Shit. Well, let's hope he gets better. We could cure him with our magic, but... You know what? No. No. Everybody has to die. At this point, we're probably worrying about elves overpopulating the land. Seeing as they're not exactly getting displaced or wiped out by men anymore. We stole some mud crab. I could not think of anything more useless. Thank you for that. Let's touch up there. We're going to hit. 8% war score. Let's siege that down. 83%. So the fundamentals of alchemy. I'm quite happy to do this carpet sieging as well because it is going to give us a shitload of artifacts. The boat's down, and you can get back to defending the Imperial Isle itself. We didn't lose those troops, did we? No, not from what I can tell. 4,000 men there. I imagine we're taking a river crossing. We are. So the Escalating Isles into Amaya is a river. We've got 60 marshal. Which is going to make our phases trigger a lot more frequently than whoever's leading these armies. Chiefess Voline. We could look her up, but I don't think it's necessary. Minus 10%. Sure, let's do it. We did smash them quite quickly, but we did lose a few troops as well from our retinue. Can't give away land to anyone who asks. Okay, that was worth a hell of a lot of war score. Let's chase them down. Where are they heading to? Suran. So we'll head up there. And we've got these places pretty much sieged down at this stage. Let's take that out. Right, we're almost done. We converted another province as well. Let's go ahead and move our Magister over. Holy shit. We should really check the... I forgot to do this last episode as well. We should really be checking the culture and religion map, right? They're actually going to retreat into us because we're way faster thanks to our High Marshal. 100%. Thank you, Tribunal Temple. Nice. That's a good vassal to have. The King of Morrowind now swears tribute to us. Tribute to a strait of Malaran, Elrang of Tamriel. So 20% of their income, 50% of their reinforcements. We can call them into wars. We will defend them as well, of course we will. If the Akavir decide to invade us in some sort of weird interregnum style, or sorry, Potent style attack, I'm happy to come in and help them out. Sure. So what's next on the menu? House Indorel, who we can't attack because we've got levies up, obviously. What am I, an idiot? Alright, let's head back to the capital. And then once everyone's home and the ships are down and the troops are down... Oh god, we're taking attrition in Morrowind now. Second that winter hit. Holy shit, look at that. Get out there. Fortunately, we still got 42,000 men. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anybody who can stop us at this stage, even on the hardest difficulty. Unless they banded together, you know, Skyrim and the Yakudan Empire formed an alliance or something along those lines. I do want to keep an eye on the High King of Skyrim now. We're going to set them all as special interest, so we can keep an eye on the world, because we're sort of at this stage of huge empires. So let's mark them all as special interest so we can keep track of what's happening in all the realms. Paradonia formed again. They stole back that land that we left behind. Maybe she's next on our shit list. You know what? Let's sweep up Morrowind first. Let's not overcompensate. Our name is just constantly shifting around the map. Right, let's put our troops down. And our fleet's down. Our retinue's going to head back. Can we increase our retinue at all? It seems quite small, but I suppose it's because we are getting these battle mage retinues. Just to put it into perspective, we could have equally as much as heavy cavalry as we are with battle mages. And we could have 3 times as much light infantry. So what would be 5,000 troops would be 15,000 if we wanted to pad it out like that. But this battle mage is kind of cool. And we have put a shit ton of points into magical infrastructure, right? Yeah, magical training. Sweet. Okay. Merge that, we'll reinforce our retinue up to 5,200. Now, one of the things I forgot to mention about re-enabling the trade routes is that will allow us to build recruitment offices. Or whatever the equivalent is in this. Have we got something equivalent in this? I hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to look silly. There we are. Small barracks, they're called in this, which increase our retinue size per trade post we build. I think the top is like 2 plus 200 to your retinue size, which is pretty significant, all things considered. What's our trade post limit? Isn't that the question of the day? Trade practices, level 2. Can we find out? Not without building a trade post somewhere. Which we could do, I suppose. Fortunately, a lot of our vassals have sniped them at this stage. Yep, they've all been completely sniped. Let's go to the trade zones. So we haven't got any here, for example. Let's go for... I know, let's build one there just to test it out. In Cheydinhal. And we'll build one here. Build as many as we can, I suppose. There's no harm to it. Like I said, it's just going to buff up our... What the hell is our trade post limit? Interesting. Sure. You know what? I'm going to wait for them to build, because one of the reasons it was unimplemented might be the fact that there's no trade post limit. Now, obviously, I don't want to be building a shit ton of trade posts that we're not technically supposed to control. But they will pop up in the outliner here. Alright, let's have a look at our religion and culture map mode. Holy shit. Oriel has spread massively. You know what? We're actually the dominant religion now. I probably say this every time I look at it, but without a shadow of a doubt, we are the dominant religion. A few ideal masters here and there to kick out. 8 divines has almost been completely wiped out besides in Skyrim and all these old parts of, I want to say Bretonia, but that's not what it's called. High Rock, there we go. Ideal masters. One thing I also wanted to mention was the Khajiit, but we'll talk about that in 1 second. Cultures map mode, we've more or less done it at this stage. Once we've wiped out... Oh, God, we've almost wiped out the Imperials as well as the Khajiit. One more province there of outsiders, which are the ideal masters worshipping skeletons. Yeah, so what I did notice when I was looking through the character finder to find a wife during the Lost episode was... If we go for not my religion and not my culture, take a look at how many Khajiits are left. And I'm not talking like Khajiit religion, I'm talking Khajiit culture. So Aquinian and whatever the other ones are called. Where the hell are they? Oh my god. I saw this Riddle Thar. Here we are. So, look at how many are left in comparison to everything else. So we look at Riddle Thar here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe around a dozen, 12. That's it. 12 Khajiits left who worship Riddle Thar. So the Ideal Masters entirely wiped them out. And I don't think there's any way we can really help them, seeing as, you know, the enemy of my enemy and all that jazz, but seeing as there's only 1, 2 provinces left with Aquinian, basically it's just the courtiers in these provinces and the occasional vassal that managed to maintain some land beyond getting wiped out. Are there any Khajiit vassals at all? Wow. That's pretty nuts. I imagine in 100 years' time there won't be any Khajiit left. Just like none at all, because the ones that exist now are probably ones that were children when the Ideal Masters moved in. The rest have probably died of old age, died from all the warfare. It's pretty crazy how they've been completely removed like that, and obviously Alien has taken its place, so that's fine. Yeah, let's not worry about it, it's just a small genocide happening. Alright, so what we want to focus on now is the Tribunal Temple itself. Now we can establish a tributary state out of them at this stage. That's all we can do. Now, is it worth dismantling what they have? So get rid of House Talvani, get rid of House Indoril, who I assume are the last two tributaries to House Indoril, House Talvani, yeah. So they're the last tributaries to to the Tribunal Temple. So let's take them out first. I'm going to declare a double war here. Because the Tribunal Temple is going to fight us either way. So we might as well take two wars at the same time. Even though we're on very hard difficulty. Again, I don't think it's going to be an issue. We could have waited for our retinues there to recharge, but it's probably not worth it. No, I don't think we count as a truce breaker declaring war on people's... declaring war on their tributes. So I'm not too worried about that. Again, it's one of those weird game rules that so rarely comes up, but I very much doubt that's the case. You know what? I'm actually going to do something different here. So we're going to set rally points to here and to here. So the way that works is the army's closest to, depending on which rally point they're close to, is the one they will move to. So we're probably going to split half the army off and move them down to meet these other guys anyway. But there's no point in us sending them to the Imperial Isle if we're just going to move them afterwards. So we might as well get a head start. So the boats have already started moving. Where are we? Did we move the boats? Yeah, we did move the boats. Okay. So once again, our ranks leading the retinue. Sail down the river. Straight to Vardenfell. Is it worth calling our allies? I'm pretty sure last time they just cost us war score. During the transfer of power, she lost... Oh, right, got it. I thought maybe she had died then. I'm quite surprised she's still alive, given that she's old and infirm. Unless she's immortal somehow. She's a necromancer. Besides that, I can't see anything else that be keeping her alive. I assume somewhere is the trait Malma Old. I can find it amongst this mess. I can't wait for them to change the CK2 interface. Of course, that's the next DLC. There we are, Malma Old. So she could die at any time. Just this old infirm elf. It's a real shame Orgnum himself died in some suspicious circumstances. That would have been a duel I'd have loved to see. But we've got Olcan, right, in Akavir. We can fight Olcan eventually. That's a pretty hefty... Oh shit, of course, the attrition is going to kill us here. Let's put our best dudes on this one. Whoops. There we go. So I'm going to split this already and send it down to meet these guys. The problem with the high difficulty, it kind of just turns up attrition, right? And lowers morale. I'd like to see something different. I'd like to see the AI being like more aggressive and having more ambition and things like that. Sort of what CK2 Plus does with the Dreams of Conquest perk and, you know, making rulers more ambitious. HIP does a similar thing by making rulers lucky, which is just a huge stat boost. I'm going to be chasing around this army for decades, I can see. You know what? You are a sacrificial army to slow them down. Thank you. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten. So are you. Slow them down by a couple of days. So the only way I can really see ourselves losing this war is if we accidentally lose a very simple to win battle with Elrang, and then he gets captured. Where is he? Okay, we're almost there. Coast of Firewatch. Here we are. So, where is your capital? It's in Mournhold itself, and obviously you're in Telvanus. Sure, let's hit the Tribunal Temple. I imagine we'll get war score out of that with both wars. Oh shit, we're taking attrition damage? Was that just naval attrition? Yeah, I was going to say, taking attrition damage with 3,000 men would be awful. Did we get scurvy again? God damn it. She's still the Chancellor. Did this dude die? Let's keep an eye on him. We'll mark him as special interest. If he dies, we can obviously just invite it to our court. We can buy a favour. Who else have we got on our list? And we want to know if this guy dies so we can invite her to our court. She's actually his regent. How is he still alive? Oh, he survived? Holy shit. Okay. Let's, in that case, drain his health. It's like a -3. Turn him into a chicken again. Why don't we just try and kill this dude? Saying that, it's going to be difficult because he's in hiding. Why don't we try kidnapping you instead? You are at least around. And we know that for a fact. Fouling presence, get people in on the plot. And we'll have polymorph chicken so that she has a lower intrigue. There we go. Hopefully people will want to join that plot. 340% plot power. And we'll bribe the spy master as well, I assume. Oh, Magister? Sure. There we go. Sweet. Let's focus on the more important things and getting a wife. 16% plot power from the Battle of Auraxia. Where is that? Down here. Oh, right. We just crossed 1,000 there. Man, let's move those up then. Yeah, we've got some fairly equal stacks here. This one's slightly larger, but that one's going to be doing most of the sieging. We're still trying to chase this goddamn army, which I imagine is heading straight for the Imperial Isle. Fair enough, but you're not going to be able to actually siege down White Gold. Now that means we're taking a river crossing into... Is that river or is that a straight crossing? That could be a straight crossing. Oh, she's leading the siege herself. Weird. That's a straight crossing. We may want to reassign our rank to lead the defense of the Imperial Isle in that case. They could break this down, you know. That's fine. You know, let's not worry about it yet. Close the spell book. Keep an eye on our decisions. We will call in our vassals at this point. I'm not joining any plots, for God's sake. Please help us steal a dog from this man I don't like, Emperor. That would never happen. When would that ever happen? Did that happen historically? Or the Duke of Aquitaine, you know, gets in touch with Charlemagne. Hey pal, I need you to help me break into my count's castle so I can kidnap his wife. What would Charlemagne say to that? This is going to be messy. We're going to lose a lot of men to this. Crushing them on morale already, though. Look at this. He's just unstoppable. His morale damage is just completely unstoppable. We lost 1,000 men. It's more than I'd like, but it's not terrible. So they are going to retreat probably to their... Oh no, I thought they would retreat to their boats, but actually they haven't got enough boats to carry them. Just stand here and let them retreat over the strait into us and probably wipe them out. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to move you back down to here. Oh, there's me sieging completely the wrong... Yeah, good one. Good work. Okay, so we'll move you guys up to House Talvani in that case, because that's going to take us longer to get there. You guys move to here. We are taking attrition damage at this point because it's winter. Taking attrition damage with our level of military organization with 3,000 men is awful, but if we put commanders on here, it might not be so bad. Who are you and why? Oh, she's the daughter of the Emperor, right, got it. Could have fooled me, they do look a little bit different, but hey. Alright. Obviously, once we're done with this, hopefully we can take out the Tribunal Temple itself. And having them swear fealty, I think, you know, kind of just is iconic, if anything else. Really just tells you everything you need to know about how well we've done. Tribunal Temple themselves. Yeah, no, we will worship this immortal elf god. Or at least, you know, guy with dreams of becoming a god. Sorry, Vivek. Do you want to deal with that 4,000 stack? I mean, probably... It's a shame you can't order your allies to move to that province. Still a feature we need. Like better control over allied troops, but I suppose that would make certain, you know, government types pointless. If you were tribal and you had full control over your tribal vassal troops. Shit, we're going to be able to make that in time. No, we've lost that. Okay, sure. Just move up to House Talvani still. Idle council members, what have we got? Okay, we've still got to proselytize. Let's take out... There's quite a large chunk here of what I assume is Ideal Master. The Anvil Coast I seem to never be able to... Is that Kingdom? What? A vassal king has appeared. Not a fan of that. There was a reason I turned on viceroyalties. Huh. So it's because he somehow managed to acquire 4 duchies. I don't know how he's done that. He hasn't even acquired... How have you done this? Where did this title come from? This guy created it. No holder. And then this guy created it 3 years ago. How did you create a titular title with 1 duchy? Maybe he had 3 duchies and gave them out when he became a king? Yeah, that's definitely it. Granted. 376. Right, so this dude collected up 3... Clever. Huh, interesting. Alright. I can't complain about that too much, but that is a kind of cool turn of events there. We can't even siege down the Tribunal Temple anymore. We don't have enough men. We've lost too many to attrition, so we will just kill what we can. The Imperial Cult of Meridia. The Imperial Cult of Meridia. What does that mean? Just the Imperial Meridia, right? Just the Cult of Meridia. What's Imperial got to do with it? Don't worry about that. Alright. Back to Morrowind. I'm getting way too distracted here. We've got vassal kings and Imperial cults and all sorts. Let's deal with this House Talvani revolt first, because they are the weakest of the 2 great houses left. Once we've dealt with them, I'm going to move up to smash that army as well, because that's basically just free war score at this stage. Deal with them. Very straightforward. Return to siege in their capital. Sure. Have they really got anything else at this stage? What about... Is this... That is House Talvani privately owned stuff. We move to Mournhold. You guys can... Orang himself can deal with these small chunks of army in the mainland. But with certain war score here and there. Nocturnal's powers are waxing. Not really relevant, seeing as we've pretty much given up on Nocturnal at this stage. We've already got what we need. So we're just going to go ahead and claim some artifacts in the hopes that we can give them to our next Daedra. Oh, sweet. That was pretty good. Alien armor and a superior alien sword. Thanks, Nocturnal. That's really nice of you. Alright. I don't really know what our plan of attack is here. Oh. Probably that, eh? Right. Let's get Elrang back to the Imperial City. This is bad. Have we got any troops nearby? No, nothing at all. Alright. Steward, let's put you on the case. And we have no commanders. Of course we wouldn't. Why would we have commanders? That's ridiculous. No, Elrang's leading the retinues. Let's put you there, and you here. Make sure we've got commanders back on this one. Right, there we go. Sure, we'll auto balance that to make sure we've got the right troops on each flank. So our vassal is actually going to win us the battle there. That's quite nice of them. Oh, as I stuck into the kitchen for my usual late night snack in the middle of 3 wars, I chanced upon Chieftess Dolmessa. Here she is. A random Donma lady. With a croissant as her flag. It's a nice flag. We've been chatting and laughing for hours now. The words have grown softer and our hands are touching. Suddenly she leans in and whispers softly in my ear. We get 6 peel plus 10, makes our female vassals like us. Sure. I didn't even know lewd words existed. For a man of 63 learning, I actually don't believe that for a second, but alright. Alright, how long is it going to take us to siege Mournhold? We're actually taking so much attrition. Good God. Look at the fortifications here. Fort level of 20. Constantinople in the base game has a fort level like 8. Okay, fair enough. Seems reasonable. How are we doing in the Imperial Isle? Fine, for now. Let's raise troops where we can. And build together a little contingency plan. Let's move you over there. We'll move you over here as well. And what we'll do is we'll actually have our vassals attached to this one. You guys come back and reinforce this army here. Which had some troops in Andal as well there. No plots, no plots. It's a shame you can't turn on, like, auto-refuse plots, because I really do not care about any of my vassals' plots. Let this go. What's he trying to do? You're trying to kidnap this woman. Who is she? Why do I care? She's a known murderer. She's done nothing else. Ruthless. Wow. Times of war. I don't think it's really appropriate to be sending these messages to your liege. I've got really bad hiccups. It's all these dark elves. Allergic to them. Right, how are we doing in Mournhold? Just losing men to starvation. Typical. We might not even be able to siege it down. I have a feeling attrition will actually wipe out the men that we need to siege it down. But this will definitely bring us some war score if we can defeat that. I'm hoping we've got enough men left on the Imperial mainland. Where is Elrang? He's almost back. You know what? On the way, let's deal with this Argonian revolt. Let's move you here. Elrang himself will lead the troops. And move up. We should kill that pretty easily. Why have we lost land? Oh no, I've just scrolled down. Let's get the life out of me. We do have these promises, which we shouldn't have at all. What was that, Alpenia? Sure, we'll give that to you. Here you go. You enjoy that. Okay, then we should win this. Yeah, very, very easily. That's one more war out the way, and House Telvanni are surrendering. Thank you very much. Let's get you on the boats. The Argonians are surrendering. Now, in the Imperial City, that wasn't House Telvanni, luckily enough. It would be pretty crappy if we just raised all these troops that we're never going to need to use. Let's move them. Of course. Great. Thank you for letting us know. Dear father, how goes your war? By the way, I bought a pet rabbit. Yours truly. Dragonborn son of yours. He can't even spell his own name. So let's land here. Move the troops over. Even though we're taking a straight crossing, we've got double their men. So even with the morale hit from the difficulty, it doesn't matter hugely. Now we can usurp titles. Someone else is taking more land in in Argonia there. Sorry, what did we just take? Did we just usurp a title that's... Hellstrom. Sure, this guy... Hellstrom? Here you go. Grant landed title. Hellstrom. Sure, why not? Again, I don't want too many double dukes so we don't get another king-like scenario that we had in Valenwood. Where are you retreating to? Over here, I assume. The only place you can retreat to. Chances are we'll beat them and they will retreat into us. That gives a little bit of war score. We've actually lost war score against them at this stage. Why? Why has that happened? I don't know. We lost a couple of battles, but it wasn't... Oh, that one's pretty major. Look at that. We lost 2,000 men. Where? She's leading her own troops? Must have been some of our vassals, I would assume. Not a big deal. We'll send these guys to come down and help carpet siege the rest of this province here. I don't really know the geography of Mournhold, okay? That's just what it's called. Don't really know the geography of Morrowind, I will be honest with you. Besides parts of Vardenfell that I have in memory from Morrowind, it's not really something I pride myself on knowing much of, I'll be honest with you. I already know too much about the Elder Scrolls. I don't need to know anymore. I already know enough to be satisfied with what I know. My Chancellor has improved. Okay, he's having problems with... sorry, improved relations with someone. Who's this? I wish you could click the names to find out who they are. Oh, wait, it's this guy. I thought he was my Chancellor then for a second. Benker Flamehair has caught a favour in... So this guy's getting a lot of revolts by the looks of it. Jarl Harkon the Beguiling. Wait! Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. So Jarl Harkon, who's apparently worshipping the Ideal Masters now. Not a fan of that. Obviously... What, sorry? Alright, well. So Jarl Harkon from the... what was it called? Dawnguard? The expansion for Skyrim? He's a character in this game. He's 3,400 years old. He's obviously normally worships more like Bel, but now he's worshipping the Ideal Masters, I assume, because he's a necromancer. Apparently, he's not only a vampire, but also a lycanthrope. He's also quite powerful. You know, legendary mage, fair, strong. What's he got going on here? Is that legendary? Oh no, just experienced. He's got some pretty good traits. Alchemist, poet as well there. Holy warrior. He has declared war to conquest Skyrim with his 2,000 men versus this guy's 7,000. He could win. I won't mess around. He could. There is a very small chance he'll win. Very cool if he does. To have Skyrim converted into this apparently werewolf vampire hybrids own personal kingdom. Serana is alive as well. Serana being the sort of companion character from that DLC. 331. How old is Elrang at this stage? 376. Wow. So he's actually not too much older than you would expect an elf to live to. So we've got some troops hanging around here. Some kind of large stacks of troops as well. So Elrang's heading up. They looks like they're sending more troops down here. Sea of Souls. Yes, they are moving more troops down to... God damn it. Down to... the Imperial Isle. Now this person is called Vermina. Well, I don't think we worship Vermina yet. I also don't know if you're male or female. So I'm not sure if we beat the war whether or not we can imprison you and then marry you. But... got anyone else in your court? I don't know... Look, I know that's racist, but I can't tell Argonian's gender. I am going to have to assume, based on the fact that men are more prominently given titles in this game, just based on the historical precedent of that he's probably a man. Sorry, Tumblr. Alright, let's move round. Is it even worth attacking the Tribunal Temple again? Sure. They've got some war school going for them. A beautiful new strain nut. Oh, nice for her. Let's hire some mercenaries. Also, don't get me wrong, I did see the comment. Somebody said, oh, interesting. I've actually never seen this tab before. Somebody did say to me, hire or make some mercenary bands. I completely agree. We've got more than enough cash to do so. We've got 18,000 gold. We'll make our own mercenary bands. They're essentially just free to hire mercenary companies that you pay upkeep on. Obviously, other people can hire them. You can get some gold out of it, but mainly it's just the fact that they're free mercenary corps when you need corps when you need to. Let's go ahead and hire 7,000 men to hunt down this stack of troops here. Comes with their own free commanders as well. I'll be doing that next episode. We'll do some sort of, you know, vassal management, sort of land management episode. I'll name the cities after people as well. My apologies for not doing that earlier, but we have been sort of busy, and obviously with the save games breaking, I'm kind of glad I didn't, so that we don't have to do it all again, and so you guys didn't watch your cities disappear from existence. I will name some cities after subscribers, commenters, things like that. All of those of you who guessed right that it would be Elrang's son becoming the Dragonborn as well. Don't think I've forgotten. If you want a city named a specific thing, let me know. If not, I'll just name it after your YouTube name, the person who left the comments. So it might be a bit weird if it's just your full name. But I don't want to guess what you want, right? That'd be rude. Let's hit that army there. Mournholder's fallen, thank God. 93%. Let's keep sieging more provinces. We've got men sieging that. We'll get Elrang to hit the Tribunal Temple. Just so that when we come to siege that down, it's going to be already sieged and easier to hit next time. Do have 1,000 men there. So war's going to be over in a second. We've got an adventurer threat. Perfect. And this is the troops we hired, isn't it? So where did the troops they send? Oh, they went north. Well, it doesn't matter about tracing them too much. Thank you very much, and we will offer peace and enforce demands. Okay, very cool. So if we switch the map type over now, holy shit. That's pretty awesome. So we've only got the Tribunal Temple to deal with now, and then all of the Dark Elves are under Elrang's control. Imagine they're not... Oh, you actually don't mind us? Necromancer minus 10? Excuse me, you made Necromancy legal. You crazy shit. Oh well. Never mind. Thank you for watching. I'm going to put the troops down off camera because this video's gone on for ages and the game just crashed anyway. Good. Okay, well hopefully we don't lose out on too much there. I might be able to recover this anyway by changing it in Task Manager and shit, so thank you for watching. I will see you next episode.